Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Speaking for the baseball and softball players of the state, can we chill with the rain, please?
I was wondering about that. There
Outdoor
might be a
sports gotta get going, right?
Issue here, right? But we're excited to have you here, Ben, because yesterday was a big day in North Dakota, and the celebration continues here. It's so cool. The Bobcats came through.
Yes, they won their first Robertson Cup since 2010 last night, and they had to go through the defending Robertson Cup champions to do it, the Lone Star Brahmas. They won the championship last year. They made the trip all the way from North Richland Hills, Texas. That's in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area, which, as the two of you know, I am very familiar with that area.
You are indeed.
And, you know, it's just such a great win. I mean, Julian Beaumont, Texas kid from that part of the state as well. 3 assists last night. He gets named the tournament MVP. And with this Bismarck roster, 15 players that they dressed last night are actually aging out of the league. So this will be the last game they ever play in the North American Hockey League. A lot of those guys move on to college, or who knows where some of these guys are going to end up. And Garrett Roth, I mean, he was an assistant on Lane Sedeby's staff for so long, 8 years originally. He leaves to be a head coach in Wichita Falls and then Oklahoma. He moves to Oklahoma, wins the Robertson Cup there, and 2 years later, he comes back to Bismarck and wins the Robertson Cup here. He is among that's a very short list to win Robertson Cups with multiple teams, and now he has 2 Robertson Cups with multiple teams. And Thomas Anderson, goaltender, 28 saves last night on 30 shots. He was a rock for this team all season long, and he was a rock once again last night. Julian Beaumont, when he was actually handed his MVP plaque, I don't know what he said to Thomas Anderson, but he skates over to him, and it almost looked like he wanted to say, "You're the MVP there, Thomas." So that was pretty cool to see as well.
That is so cool, Ben. I got to ask you, as some of these guys aging out, so many, right? I mean, is that one reason why, you know, just a varsity team, they got all these seniors that are leaving, right? And these high school teams are so good. What about this? Is it kind of like that too? These guys are so good, they've been playing a while, now they're going to age out. Is it going to start over again? Is that how this is going to work?
You know, I'm really curious to see what this roster looks like next year for Coach Roth, but I mean, the experience is it was the biggest piece of how the Bobcats got through the playoffs this year. They faced elimination 6 times in the postseason, 6-0 in elimination
Backs up against
games.
the wall.
That is
they
clutch.
came through. And they were really good throughout the whole season.
Best team in the regular season. They won their first NAHL regular season title in franchise history this year, following up with the Robertson Cup. Pretty good year.
Awesome stuff.
And you've been to a lot of games.
Yes,
You've
I
done
have.
a lot of coverage. And if you don't know, everybody, Ben is Mr. Hockey around here. I mean, that's your thing, right? That is you like soccer too.
Yeah.
Right? But is hockey, I mean, you played hockey.
I did.
You coached hockey.
I did.
I just learned about this maybe half an hour ago. You briefly touch on that?
Yes, the head coach of the Lone Star Brahmas, that's a man named Dan Wildfong. He coached my JV team when I was in high school. I never played for the Lone Star Brahmas. I wasn't that good. But, you know, Coach Dan, he's absolutely fantastic, a fantastic coach. Those Brahmas are competitive every single year, and, you know, it hurts to see him lose, but it is cool to see the Bobcats win it all.
Oh, it really is.
Now that you live in Bismarck, your hometown team won the
Exactly.
championship.
Exactly.
Pretty exciting stuff. Well,
Ben,
thank you, Ben.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.